If you're looking for a way to earn some significant side cash through YouTube but aren't sure if you have the time to commit to it, well, this is the video for you because I'm gonna run through 12 super easy, low effort, and low skill YouTube channel ideas for you to be able to start right away and even potentially stack up and start multiple channels at the same time.
Nice.
Plus, I'm even going to showcase some alternative monetization ideas for you to be able to make money even before you get monetized for YouTube ads.
Thank you. You will get rich quick. We all will.
But before we begin, if you could just do me a very quick favor by gently smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm, you'll have my eternal gratitude, plus here's a spicy dank meme for your viewing pleasure. So getting into things and not wasting any more time, at number 1 we have the informational and generally animated channel, and these actually work first of all quite well for those who don't necessarily want to show themselves on camera, and secondly the reason that these are I would consider very easy channels is that oftentimes you'll be able to find information right online that you can simply base your videos off of. For example, this one here is called this channel here is called 1% Better, and it basically covers, as it says here, life-changing books, right? And that means you already have this material, which are, usually famous books online, which you can easily find summaries of, right, and synopses of, even for each chapter, for you to be able to very easily just create these short videos about. And not only that, but there are actually several websites online that you can use to quite easily create these types of simple animated videos, such as I've demonstrated in my other video, which I'll link below if you want to see the entire tutorial on this type of channel. There's a website called xly.com on which you can, as you can see, very easily using drag and drop pretty much create these simple animated sort of whiteboard videos. And some of the text here you don't even have to come up with yourself because the information will already be available for you online, right? Especially for famous books and popular books, for example. And all you have to do is just sort of slightly rewrite whatever's already been written online, right? So the content itself you don't actually have to think of on your own. And speaking of which, an effective variant of this type of channel would be a channel that does informational animated videos, such as Top Think, which primarily covers psychology related videos. And these you can also find a lot of these concepts right online, right? Especially if they're already established concepts such as psychological concepts, which you can find on websites such as simplypsychology.com, which means, again, you don't necessarily have to come up with a lot of content yourself and can just base it off of already existing, pre-written and legitimate, reliable content.
It'll be easy as 1, 2.
And as a way to monetize these sorts of channels, in addition to the YouTube ad revenue you would be earning, and again, these types of videos would qualify for YouTube ads, provided you actually cross the threshold again of the 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. But even before you reach that, you'll be able to monetize through affiliate marketing, right? And this particular type of affiliate marketing does work a little bit better for the book review type of channel, and that is using Audible, which is audiobooks that you can promote, and you can promote any audiobooks on the Amazon marketplace because, again, Audible is owned by Amazon, so you can use this to earn some commissions, or you can use the Amazon marketplace itself in addition to this even to just promote physical hard copies of books, for example. And with that, moving on to our second type of easy YouTube channel, we have reaction channels. And first of all, a lot of popular YouTubers actually even started up additional YouTube channels, or say second YouTube channels, to do these reaction videos because of how effective they are in the YouTube algorithm. And what I mean is, if you're reacting to other videos that already exist and are super popular, you sort of be siphoning off of and piggybacking off of that viral traffic for your own video as well, right? Which gives your videos a very high chance of getting more views and sometimes even going viral. And not only that, but this is yet another reason many popular YouTubers have a dedicated reaction channel, and it's that these types of videos are extremely easy to create. And that's because all you really have to do for these types of videos is to watch another video and genuinely react to it without necessarily having to even say much, right? And this channel here is actually a prime example of that because he primarily reacts to a lot of music videos and just songs in general. So all he really does is he doesn't necessarily even talk much in his videos, and for example, if a song plays, he sort of just bobs along to the beat, and there really isn't too much else that he has to do to create an effective video even. And granted, he does do other types of videos as well, but there are definitely channels that primarily do reactions that are doing very well, especially with a lot of popular YouTubers, which you can look up, like Mr. Beast has his own reaction channel as well, for example. And another example, and this is sort of a different type of channel that you can consider, and this is especially for people who don't want to show their faces, or face, you only have one face.
Of course!
Anyway, this channel here called Prince Vegeta does animated reactions, which means they'll have their video, for example, let me show you an example. They'll have the video in one corner of their sort of overlay here, so the video will be playing on the left side, upper left corner, for example. If I just quickly scroll through this, they'll actually have an animated character on the right, which is just basically a slideshow that'll sort of change expressions from time to time. They'll probably have 3 to 4 expressions that they can change out, and this can be very, very easily done, and you can check out my tutorial for it as well. But basically you can use stuff like Google Slides, or you can use a simple video editing software to do this, using different images that you can rotate around to express different, emotions on your animated character. And if you're not an artist, you can always get people to pay people to do a template for you, or templates for you, for quite cheap generally on, for example, Fiverr.com. And one example of a way to monetize channels such as these ones that allow you to more easily build up a fan base is to sell your own merch. So for example, I have a couple of my own merch stores, not only for my YouTube channel but also for Instagram. But a better example would be such as this one here called Anime Balls Deep. And these types of merch stores, by the way, can be created using teespring.com completely for free, and you can upload designs that you've created from canva.com, or you can pay somebody else again on Fiverr for quite inexpensive prices to design these, make these designs for you, and you can just upload them onto Teespring. But Anime Balls Deep here, he also has his own YouTube channel, a thriving one at that, and he also promotes his merch very often on his videos, which again generates that additional income stream for him. And with that, moving on to the fourth easy channel idea, and this is one that I sort of came across quite recently, and it's channels that are very much based on interviews. And what I mean is basically these channels are sort of reposting famous people's interviews and also adding a tiny bit of commentary and perhaps a little bit of editing and sometimes animations as well to help them, get the point across. But again, because the bulk of these videos, for example, from this channel here called Cooper Academy, is the interviews themselves, the reactions of them are very, very short. This makes these types of channels a very easy one to, make videos about. For example, if I show you one of their videos, it's basically just a Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger video with a short introduction and some tiny bit of commentary, right? But you can see that the bulk of the video is indeed their interview, and it'll sort of cut between different types of interviews to sort of address different, questions. But again, a lot of it is just, another person's video, right? Like a pre-recorded interview, which means, again, there's very little content that you actually have to come up with. And another very convenient aspect of these types of videos is that oftentimes the interviews you want to react to can be found right on YouTube, right? For example, Kathy Wood here is a very popular figure in the investing space right now, and you'll see that she has tons of very recent interviews that people have actually been reacting to on their channels. So this is just one example of the type of video that you can find, and you can simply just download the videos and re-upload them onto your own video. But don't just re-upload the video as it is and expect to be monetized. You actually have to add a little bit of value to your videos or to these interviews, such as a brief reaction, some context, a little bit of editing. You basically have to add additional information to it and value to viewers, for YouTube to deem your channel worthy of monetization. And with that, on to our fifth easy YouTube channel type, we have news-focused channels that primarily use B-roll in their videos. And what I mean by B-roll is instead of filming yourself, you're actually using, for example, royalty-free video clips, or just straight up filming a website like a news website for your videos, which makes the filming and visual aspect extremely easy. And as for the audio part, which is you explaining, whatever needs to be explained, it's actually not too difficult as well, because you already have the content already written for you, for example, from a news article, where all you really have to do is to briefly summarize it, right? So all the content is sort of presented to you already. All you have to do is sort of compile them into your own video, such as, by the way, this channel here called Informed Trades primarily focuses on personal finance and investing related videos, and as you can see, he has almost 50,000 subscribers just doing these types of very, very simple, videos. And with that, onto the sixth type of easy YouTube channel, we have short video clip compilation channels, such as this one here called League Player Clips, which primarily compiles short clips from a video game called League of Legends, although you could definitely compile clips from different types of niches, whether they be from YouTube itself or from twitch.tv, which is a very popular place to find some of these clips because it's a streaming website, right? And for another channel that compiles primarily Twitch clips as well is GoGo Smith, which gets a lot of real life streamers, sort of IRL streams that they're called, and a lot of these clips, as you can see, are less than a minute long, and yet they're getting hundreds of thousands, if not sometimes even over 1 million views on one of these videos. However, the catch with these types of channels is that if you're only reposting other people's content, you're not going to be able to monetize your channel through YouTube ads, because in order to become eligible, you actually have to add your original value to videos to be able to get monetized. However, even if you don't necessarily monetize through YouTube ads, there are still ways to leverage some of the traffic that you get from these videos, and it is indeed quite easy to get a lot of traffic from these types of channels, especially considering how easy it is to make them, right? Or make these types of videos. So you can definitely leverage some of the free traffic that you get to other monetization methods, such as, again, print on demand. For example, you can create stickers, meme stickers, or whatever merch that complement your channel, or you can do affiliate marketing as well, right? Even with affiliate marketing for stickers and whatever that is again relevant to your type of channel. And not only that, but further down the line, provided that your channel is sort of taking off and getting you a lot of free traffic, again without necessarily being monetized, but you can use a lot of that free traffic to fuel something else that you might want to monetize, such as another YouTube channel, or perhaps more original content that you're producing for your channel later on, right? Moving on to niche and channel type number 7, we have what I like to call the Fandom Explainer channel, which is basically utilizing a website called Fandom, which has a bunch of different articles related to different, fandoms like Elder Scrolls, Walking Dead, Dragon Ball, Star Wars, etc., you name it. And basically what this is a lot of these articles are actually classified under a certain Creative Commons license, which you actually have permission to monetize and use for commercial use, right? As it says here, it says including commercial use, which means you can indeed include some of this content. For example, you're reading off some of these articles to use for your videos, and you can still monetize them because according to the license, it is indeed legal. So for example, there are a couple of channels that I found that do this, and there are definitely a lot more, but some of the larger ones include Movie Flame, which primarily covers a lot of popular culture franchises like Harry Potter, Hunger Games, etc., Marvel and stuff. And again, they just go onto this website, find an article on a particular trending topic, and basically read off of and sort of adopt some of the text from that article for their content, which means, again, they don't really have to come up with any of their own content, right? And as for the visual part of it, they can again find a lot of B-roll, right? Such as clips right on YouTube related to the fandom or franchise that they're talking about. So they can literally just find a bunch of YouTube video clips and just chop them up and use in their videos, and while they're actually talking through the articles. And another channel that does this is called the Amagi, and this is basically very similar to Movie Flame in that they also use fandom articles, but this one actually mostly focuses on Japanese anime and manga. And with that, on to niche and channel type number 8, and this one I actually briefly covered in one of my recent videos, and I'll link that below as well, but I like to bring it up again due to how easy and high potential for monetization specifically these types of channels are. So what these are so-called study with me channels that not only have video clips of just basically a person studying, or even shots outside a window, for example, or at a library or wherever you want to film basically, but they also sort of partition the video into sort of study sessions and time study sessions so that people and audiences actually can indeed study alongside whoever's studying in the video, which actually makes them popular and also effective. And for example, if I just open up one of this person's videos, such as let's look at one of the more recent ones, we'll also see that for monetization, this actually has very high potential outside of just YouTube ads, which is, if I open up the description, they have a bunch of affiliate links, right? And these are specifically from AliExpress, which is another e-commerce website. You can definitely also do Amazon or eBay or whatever is available in your country, right? And with e-commerce becoming more popular around the globe, there's sure to be something that you'll be able to find wherever you live. But for example, here here, this person is promoting a bunch of the stuff that they use for studying, like notebooks, post-its, markers and pens and things like that. And they're also promoting their tech that they're using to film these videos, like their cameras, lens, phone and laptop and things like that. And if I just open up one of these links, you'll see that these are just very simple affiliate links to like notebooks that audience would actually be incentivized to buy, because not only would they be studying alongside that person that they're watching, but if they're using that what the person's actually using, they would actually feel more sort of close, or feel like they might be able to replicate their success, or also support the person that they're watching who's actually providing them free value. And again, I do have a video on this which you should definitely check out, especially considering how easy it is to pull off filming for this type of video, because you're basically doing work and filming at the same time, essentially allowing you to kill two birds with one stone. And with that, onto channel type number 9, we have the gadget or product review channel, which oftentimes you'll be able to find these video clips for the actual products that you can literally put into your own videos, and all you have to do is sort of commentate over it. And you'll be able to earn money through these types of videos, which again are extremely easy to make through affiliate marketing of these very products that you're actually reviewing. Plus, even though I say reviewing, you don't necessarily even have to own the product or even try it to be able to make these videos on them, because oftentimes you'll be able to find video clips, and a lot of these products and companies will have their own YouTube channels that showcase these products that you can then just download and repurpose for your own video, as in you can actually compile them into a compilation into your own videos, and you can just do an overview of these videos while promoting them through Amazon Associates, which will be your affiliate link. And speaking of easy to do compilation videos, at number 10 we have another type of channel, which is the general compilation channel, which oftentimes focuses on popular and trending viral video clips from Reddit, for example. Or another one that works quite well is scary video clips, such as what Chills does here. And all he really does with his videos is compile a lot of existing clips on YouTube and basically provide a very simple summary of each clip right before or after each one, and just compile them into top 10s or top 5s or whatever, however many clips that he has. And this is a very efficient way to make videos, because again, you don't have to come up with too much of your own content, and to compile them, the editing is also very minimal, because you can even use Canva.com to just drag each clip to each frame, like I have right here for example, and just create a compilation that way. And moving on at number 11, and this is one that is more niche, but one that I've actually personally been heavily involved in, and that is the video gaming channel, on which you literally don't have to show your face, and you can just record gameplay as you actually play the game, thus making things a bit more efficient, right? Because you're sort of enjoying yourself and also working at the same time by filming these videos. And for example, this is my actual channel that I used to run. I don't actually post on this nearly as much anymore, because obviously I have other channels that I run more seriously now. But back then I've been able to get a lot of views, up to, you look at some of my most viral videos, I've been able to get over hundreds of thousands. So this most popular one has 350,000, the second most has 159,000, and so on and so forth. This is actually what I started YouTube with, this gaming channel. So it's definitely a viable way to sort of do a hobby channel if you are into gaming, and to monetize this type of channel, and even other types of sort of fan base building channels, so to speak. You can use a website called Patreon, where you can easily host membership groups, and you can have people essentially donate a certain amount per month. You can set it however much you want, and you can have different tiers even for different levels of rewards that people get depending on how much they donate. So Patreon is definitely a very viable way to monetize even a video gaming channel, or you'll see it with other types of channels as well. And finally, last but not least, at number 12, we have simple tutorial channels, such as meditation channels, where instead of reposting, meditation music, which by the way is not monetizable despite what a lot of YouTubers have been telling you, you're just guiding people through actually spoken, very simple meditations. And these are still relatively easy to make, because again, a lot of these meditation routines you'll be able to find right on Google or some website like WikiHow. Now, one of the benefits of doing this type of channel is that the visual element is usually very simple. For example, with this channel here called Reiki Rachel, they basically just have a static image for the visuals, and then for the audio portion, you're just simply reading through a meditation or a guided meditation, which you can easily find on Google or other established website. However, you definitely don't want to just read something word for word. You sort of want to re-summarize or re-adopt something for your own. A meditation routine, for example, that has already been established. And And as for monetizing, besides Google AdSense, you actually have other opportunities, and this goes for other types of, especially tutorial or like helping people channels, so to speak. It's that, for example, if we look again at Reiki Rachel, they'll actually have some links to some digital products, and these are sort of guides. For example, if I open up one of her links, she has like a manifestation audio session, which is sort of similar to her YouTube content, but it's like more advanced or specific. You can definitely sell a digital product like this through a website like Shopify. You can easily build up a shop through that, or you can just use a website like Gumroad to just list your products on for free. And on Gumroad, you can not only just sell, for example, audio, digital products, but you can also sell things like ebooks, right? Ebooks can be easier to create in some cases, so you can definitely do that as well. And that is pretty much all I wanted to show you in today's video. And by the way, I do have tutorials on most of these channel types and niches that I showcased today as well, so be sure to check them out in the description box below. And speaking of which, I also have a free YouTube ebook which will show you how to turn your passions into a profitable side hustle through YouTube using the first link in the description box as well. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it or found it helpful. Consider subscribing to my channel for more cutting edge videos about YouTube and making money online, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.